Christmas came early this year, fellas. Introducing the ultimate men's grooming experience, Manscaped.
Manscaped's 20% off holiday sale is happening now. Don't miss it. Shop manscaped.com today.
Give him the gift of smooth.
Who doesn't like the gift of smooth?
Of course, don't even sweat.
Take a look at what comes inside of your Performance Package 4.0.
It's got everything a man needs from head to toe.
Mrs. Claus, she likes my jingle balls smooth as glass.
Manscaped, thank you, sweetheart.
No, thank you.
Smack in the middle of the box is the star of the show, brand new Lawnmower 4.0 trimmer. Powerful enough to rip through any hair type. Includes skin safe technology, that way you can safely trim that tree without breaking any bulbs or wires.
4.0 trimmer is waterproof. It uses wireless charging.
I have given this to everybody, and I kid you not, they walk around 10 times happier.
You're gonna have to wait for that to grow back, and I'm sorry. Manscaped's 20% off holiday sale is happening right now. Don't miss it.
Manscaped is no longer just for below the waist grooming.
This bad boy right here also includes the Weed Whacker nose and ear hair trimmer.
Don't let yourself get hairy up in there and, up in there.
The included crop preserver ball deodorant, anti-chafing, moisturizer, keep your sack of presents nice and cool.
This stuff smells really good.
You'll also get the Crop Reviver toner spray
For that midday ball refreshment.
Let a guy know you're thinking about his lower torso area with the gift. That would probably be enough.
Limited time, you will get 2 free gifts. The Shan Travel Bag and the Manscaped Anti-Shaving Boxer Brief.
They're so soft, they're so comfy.
And look, I'm wearing them right now. Boxers are amazing.
Hey, your gift is gonna be like the highlight of everyone's day.
Honestly, you made my day. Life changing.
Everybody's gonna want it after they see it.
Choose Manscaped.
Manscaped's 20% off holiday sale is here for a limited time. Order today to qualify for free shipping.
Be the hero of your own movie. If your life was a movie and it started now, forget about whatever financial disasters you've had, personal failures, relationship failures. What would the hero of your life's movie do right now? Do that. Do those things. We define ourselves far too often by our past failures. We look at our past and we say, well, that's me. That's not you. You are this person right now. You're the person who's learned from those failures, and you can choose to be the hero of your own movie right now. Write down your goals. Write down things you want to improve. Write down things you won't tolerate from yourself. Write down things that you've done in the past that you never want to see yourself do again. And go forth from here as the hero of your own movie. Build momentum. Build confidence and momentum with each good decision that you make from here on out. You can do it. Anyone can do it. We live in unique times. We live in one of the rarest times in human history where you can choose almost all the input that comes your way. Whether it's the movies that you watch, the books you read, the podcasts you listen to, you can choose to be inspired. Do that. Do that and be the hero of your own movie.
Ram.
Welcome back to the Final Shot Podcast. Today the show is brought to you by USG Canada. They make some of the finest walkout gear on the planet. All of your logos and all that kind of stuff it's right into the fabric. There's no patches, there's no bullshit weighing you down. So hit up my boy Howie at howie@usgcanada.com. Send him a message. Use the promo code The Final Shot and you'll save 20% on your purchase. I'm going to skip all the rest of my sponsors today because we are strapped for time. But if you guys want to get all of the promo codes, to go to my Linktree. It's Final Shot Podcast on Linktree. Hit the link, buy some shit, save 20% on all your purchases. Guys, if you're on YouTube, you can see my guest. We haven't had this guy on in about a year, but he's one of my favorite guests to have on, former guest of the year. Ladies and gentlemen, Ryan, the Real Deal Ford. How's it going, brother?
What's up, brother? You know, another day.
Wow, we're getting together today. It's real close to Christmas. You got the Christmas tree in the back, and you're going to get the hell out of the country for Christmas.
Man, I can't wait. It's been a long time since a family vacation, so, Dominican, next Monday. Here we come. Shorts and tank tops and flip-flops.
I'm sure we'll see some stuff on your Instagram. You can follow him. It's Ryan Real Deal Ford on Instagram, right?
Sure.
Well, you just had a fight not too long ago. Didn't quite go your way. Long layoff. What's the thoughts on that fight?
Yeah, it is what it is, right? You know me, I go into enemy territory all the time, and if you don't knock them out, you don't win the judges. It was 2-year layoff. Didn't fight in the gym by myself training, not with my coach in Montreal. Got offered the fight. You know me, I'm down to get down. So I hit my coach up, said, hey, we got to fight in Poland. Left home for 2 weeks, went and got in 2 weeks with him. Went to Poland, put in 10 rounds. When it goes to the decision, it goes to the judges. I already knew it was going to happen, but, is what it is. The rust is off, the 2 years, so it's back on the grind. I just want to fight.
That's why these guys call you, though, because they know you're going to show up, and they know that you're going to give their guy rounds, and it's probably either you're going to knock him out or it's going to a decision.
That's 100%. It's funny because every time that I fight in another country, the promoter comes into my room after, and you can see that he was stressed the whole 10 rounds. The guy came from the last fight, he comes into my room, he's like, that was so hard to watch, and I'm like, yeah, listen, I'm 39 years old. I'm in the gym every day. Am I going to be a world champion? No, I'm a realist with myself. But I'll tell you right now, that next kid who's going to become the world champion, give him a fight with me, and I guarantee you I'll give him the hardest 12 rounds that he's ever been in.
I will agree with that 100%.
So that's the way I look at it now. I love to fight. People are always asking me, man, why you keep going over to Europe and fighting? You don't win. Listen, it pays my bills, feeds my family, puts a roof over their head. Anybody who knows boxing, watches a boxing fight, and knows I may not win the judges, but most of the time I win the fight. So I just want to fight. There's no point in me fighting here in Canada. There is no money. Mm-hmm. So I do what I got to do, and I keep it real, and everybody knows.
Well, there's more important people that you impress at those shows other than the judges, and it's the fans. Every time you leave, they cheer for you.
Yeah, when I left the Poland fight, walking out the ring, everybody who was Polish told me I won the fight.
So, those 4 people that give you the decision don't really make the decision in my books. Like, half the time I turn the goddamn fight off before the judges read the cards.
Yeah, people don't understand. Boxing is a business.
Yeah.
Before anything, so once the casual fan of boxing understands that, they'll know what's really going on.
Yeah. So last night you were in Cold Lake. RJ had his 5th fight. We'll talk about that a little later. But there were some amazing fights that happened last night. I don't know if you got a chance to watch them. Cody Crowley showed up on. Oh man, did he ever show up?
Bro, he man, you got to give credit to that kid, man. I don't know him personally. We've talked many times, through Facebook, Instagram, whatnot. And the kid who he actually fought, I actually fought a couple times on the same card in Singapore and stuff. And that kid is legit. And Cody Crowley, he went down. I think it was in the 2nd round.
Yep.
Came back, turned it up the whole 8 more rounds that they had. And man, give that guy credit. He's paid his dues. Once again, another guy who's left home in Vegas, sacrificing being away from family and whatnot. And you get what you put in. you know, and, you know, he's getting it now. I believe he's probably ranked top 10 in the world now.
He's got to be. That guy was he was a mandatory challenger.
Yeah, and I think he was number 8. Yeah, I think he was like number 8 or 7, and you know he bit off a little bit more than he can chew, because I remember the press conference he was saying he's coming for Spence and them, but
good luck.
you didn't get past Triple C.
No. Cody Crowley's a bad motherfucker though. Man, the output he put out last night was insane.
Yeah, it was. I kept going back and forth because we had a bunch of fighters fighting on the card. So I have my app on my phone, so I was going back and forth every time after the fights, just checking to see what was going on. But yeah, man, it was last night. There was lots of fights. Man, my other boy, Kira France from New Zealand, like, man, I loved it. He knocked that Cody on whatever his last name is. I don't like that guy, but. Yeah, you know, I got to see a few of them. You know, we watched the Donaire fight. Got to see the Donaire fight too. So, yeah, man, it was a good night of fights, and it was a good night of fights for my gym too in Cold Lake.
You guys did well in Cold Lake then?
Yeah. I think we had 8 fighters, and only we won 6 out of 8. You know, and the weekend before that, we were in Grand Prairie. We cleaned house there, and then the weekend before that, we cleaned house there. So, yeah, man, it's boxing season, amateur boxing season for our gym.
It is right now. Did you catch the Teslenko fight?
Lomachenko?
No, Teslenko. He fought the big baby, that up-and-coming heavyweight guy.
No, I saw the – oh, yeah. I saw that guy from Toronto.
Yeah, Teslenko. He got knocked off.
That dude that he fought is a G.
Oh, he's legit.
That guy's legit.
He's a problem.
I didn't catch the fight, but I saw the knockout and saw his legs cross. Damn.
Wow. There's a big difference between 213 pounds and 240.
Oh, 100%. It's people don't understand. It's the weight is a big difference, you know, and yeah, I learned that myself too yesterday, you know, with RJ. You know, we can't find kids his age or his weight to fight, so we're fighting kids, you know, 2-3 years older and 15, 20 pounds heavier. And, you know, last night, you know, we took a loss, but, you know, we gained a lot of experience, and, you know, I believe RJ is going to grow from it. You know, he fought a kid. The kid's 10 years old. He's 90 pounds. He fought a kid 13 years old, 118 pounds. You know, so, you know, it's a big difference, but, you know, I believe, you know, the work that he puts in, you know, he's tough, and we had a learning experience yesterday, right? And it's, you know, now we grow from that. But I also learned now too is I'm not going to take fights with kids who weigh that much anymore. There's no point, right? It's the weight is a big thing.
Well, it's a huge thing. In Saskatchewan, that would never fly. It would never be an on the books fight. It'd be a sparring match.
Yeah, they usually don't let that go here either. But, you know, If Ryan says something, they're usually like, yeah, because, you know, the last kid that he fought was the same, you know, 13 and 20 pounds heavier. The difference was that kid was a little bit taller, so he wasn't as built as the kid he fought last night, right? And you could just see just the weight was a big thing. But, man, give credit to RJ. This kid went out every round and gave it his all, man. The kid got hard, and it's like, there's some, like, I told him, man, I said, what are you going to do that he's not going to be proud of? Because shit, you know, like, you know, it was tough, you know, you watch it and it's different, you know, you see a bigger kid and, you know, but, you know, he learned from it, you know, he just, Dad, I don't like to lose. And I said, man, you know, that's the attitude that I like. And he asked me this morning, he's like, Dad, do I have an opponent for next weekend at my weight? So
not a boy.
Still like fight. He still likes it, right? So yeah, man, it's they got to go through those things, you know. That's what I said. I told Nina, you know, like she's watching, and the kid's big, right? And they go through those things, and you know what? It's either, like I told RJ, man, only the strong survive. If it don't kill you, it's only going to make you stronger, and it's going to make you stronger in every part of life.
Yeah.
The adversity.
It's all right to feel bad about it, though, but Monday morning he's got to get up and go get your butt back into the gym and get to work. That's...
100%. You know, he did last night. He had his good, half an hour. Man, I lost, He's like, Dad, I don't like to lose. I said, man, are you hurt? Are you okay? And he's like, yeah. He's like, Dad, I don't like to lose. And I said, I feel you, bro. I feel you on that. No one I said, but listen, I said, we don't take this as a loss. We take this as a learning experience because to me, you're still 4-0 at your own weight.
Yeah.
So that's the thing, right? And he's like, he got up this morning and he's ready. We got a soccer game. Like last week, we had 2 soccer games, 2 soccer practices, and boxing practice, and then a fight yesterday. So this kid is nonstop, 100% on the grind.
Well, it's good that he experiences something like that so early on in life, because losses are going to come in so many different areas in life, jobs or girlfriends or whatever it is. Like you go to the store and you get a friggin' flat tire. That's
100%. Learning these things and being able to experience them at a young age only sets you up for a better future. You know how to deal with these things, right? Like who knows, like he could go on amateur boxing, win 30, 40 fights, and all of a sudden you lose.
Yeah.
And it could hurt you,
Well, just watching what he does on your stories and the work that he puts into soccer and boxing at the same time, it's very hard to be a multi-sport athlete, but he's doing it at 10 years old.
Yeah, that's the thing. I tell him, I said, bro, you're a rare breed. You like that.
100%.
There's not a lot of kids out there that say, okay, I'll fight this kid who's 13 and 20 pounds heavier. Most of the kids ain't even getting in the ring.
Yeah. I get a lot of people that ask, like, they know I've known you for a long time. We're going on 15 years. They're like, yeah. What's up with this Ryan Ford guy? I go, legitimate freak. That's the only way I can explain it. Legit freak.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Everybody, how do you do it? I said, I just wake up and I do it, man. It's there, man. You still can go. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, but the difference is now I know how to train a little bit differently than back when I was 20. I'm 39 now. I'm not 20. Got to train harder, not as hard as But the thing is like, that's why I tell these kids. I'm like, you got to be in the gym every day. If this is something you want to do, you have to live it every day. Like I wake up in the morning, I get ready, take kids to school, I go to the gym. It's life.
Yeah. People, they're like, well, what was it like sparring with him? I'm like, well, not a lot of fun. You get punched in the face a lot. It's great for people that want to learn.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. No.
And are tough. But,
yes. All of our fighters at the gym, like we have sparring session on Wednesday nights, and I'm in the ring. Everybody who's fighting's got to come in the ring with me. I'm not the asshole that beats everybody up, but I let your left hand's down. You're not covering your body proper. I give you that round. So when you go in there and you fight these kids who you guys are fighting, it's not going to be like me in front of you.
Exactly.
And they all say, they're like, man, I do rounds with my coach. And when I go in there, I'm not scared.
Hey, if you survive a round and you go in and you fight some kid your own age, you're going to be fine.
Oh, very, very fine.
Very fine. Our guys asked me, did he beat the shit out of you? Yeah. Maybe I landed a couple good ones here and there, but yeah, he beat the fuck out of me. Not even lying.
Oh, days.
Oh, back in the day though, sparring was very different than it is now.
Oh, shit.
We would go.
Way different. Even the last couple of times I was in Montreal and I went down to TriStar Gym and just watched the sparring, and I was like, damn, when it was GM days and we were on that mat, I said, people are getting knocked out.
Oh yeah.
There's touch sparring. What is touch sparring?
We never did that.
Yeah, no.
It was a fist fight, and we're going.
Yeah,
but
guys are in the gym saying, "Okay, let's light sparring today." Light sparring.
Never, I don't even know what that is.
Yeah, that's it.
Well, last night, did you watch the UFC?
We watched some of it. Yeah, man. Actually, a couple. The shocker with Amanda Nunes.
Juliana Pena put it on her.
Crazy. I know. I didn't catch the whole fight. Somebody said, "Oh, she got choked out." And I watched back and I watched the highlights. And I was like, "Holy shit, man!" Like,
yeah, she got beat up and then choked out.
Yeah, and I don't even think it was around the neck either. I think it was around the jaw.
See, she readjusted a few times as Amanda was moving around. I couldn't exactly see where the choke was, but I thought that she just tapped out early.
I maybe thought like it was maybe across the face because, man, when you get choked out, people don't understand that shit hurts more than it being around your neck.
Yeah. I'd rather go to sleep than get that shit across my face.
My freaking teeth crushed into my head. Yeah.
Then Charles Oliveira just, I don't know what, that fight was going bad for him, and then he just turned it around. I saw the highlights of that too. Man, I thought Poirier was going to win. So did I.
I just think he's on that new level now. It's his time.
Where there's these guys, Brendan Schaub comes to mind, that he's out there saying, "Oh, Charlie Olive's, he's got quit in him." Brendan, can we stop talking about that? This guy's got quit.
He's making everybody quit.
He's making everybody else quit.
Yeah.
What an amazing story that guy has. He was on a losing streak, and then
what was it, 10-8?
Yeah,
10-8 to now 10-0.
Yeah, amazing story, and he still lives in the ghetto.
Yeah. No, and that's the thing, man, is people don't understand is never give up. You know, if you keep pushing, something's bound to happen. It has to. And it's the way it works.
That's why I keep doing this fucking show.
Yeah.
Let's get to the hot button topic. Everybody wanted me to talk to you about Mike Perry, Platinum Mike Perry. There was a call out. I don't know if Mike ever responded to you, or I know he talks a lot of shit.
Yeah. He reposted a couple things, talking some shit and whatnot. Man, listen, like, I've been talking about this fight for like a long time. Like, it's crazy because when I first got into boxing, and this is like such a small world, that this fight should happen, is back in the day when I first started boxing, I went to Montreal at Grant Brothers Boxing Gym. There was a dude there who I became friends with, Dario Bradikian. And, after a week of us, training, sparring together and stuff, Dario's like, "Man, Ford, you remind me of my boy back home." And he's like, "He's just crazy like you, man. You guys are twins." I'm like, "Oh yeah." I'm like, "Who's this?" And he's like, "Mike Perry." And I was like, "Oh, the guy who fights in the UFC." And I was just like, it's crazy. And then here we are today, me trying to get a fight with him.
That'd be a great fight.
100%. It'd be a great fight for me.
Yeah.
I don't think for him.
With those 4-ounce gloves and that triangle ring with the boxing rules, let's go.
I'm telling you, man. If Triad and Triller get me on that, people are going to be sleeping.
Well, you've got an ace in the hole with Shannon Briggs.
Yeah, man. Briggs, I've been talking with him over the past few years. And, I mentioned to him, and he said he's going to get a hold of the owners of Triller and Triad and tell them that I'm interested. He's reposting my stories, reposting posts of mine. So if we can keep this hype up, it's the only thing is that little punk let me bang bro tried to start some shit with him. So now it's like, man, if I was in the States, I'd be able to do something like that. But, this guy went there and, who knows, maybe that fight's going to happen. So at the end of the day, if they want it, shit, let them fight. I'll fight the winner and then I'll fight the loser.
The Let's Bang Bros guy.
In Triad. Shit, they can even tag team and I'll beat the piss out of both of them.
Now, are you down to do the BKB stuff too?
I'm down to do the BKB stuff, but after a few more fights of boxing or small glove boxing, because I know for a fact, I get into BKB, my hands are going to be busted up the way that I hit people.
Yeah.
You know, and people look at BKB like, oh man, you know, you can fight like the boxing. No, you can't. You are not going to punch how you punch in boxing gloves. It's very different when your hand is hitting somebody face to face, you know, a skin to skin and bone to forehead. I punched a lot of people back in my days fighting on the street. The shit don't feel good after.
No.
A lot patting on your hand, and all the dude needs to do is bend his head a little bit, and you clip the top of that head, there goes your hand.
Yeah. A lot of the people are watching the ex-MMA people like Paige Van Zant, the Let's Bang Bros guy. Mike Perry hasn't got in there and done that yet, but Melvin Gillard, these guys aren't BKB people. Like, you got to go out and watch like guys like Jimmy Sweeney. He's fucking good.
Yeah, he's been doing it. He's living it. Shit, I was supposed to fight him.
Yeah, I remember that a couple of years ago. That would have been a fun fight. Jimmy Sweeney's a legit bare-knuckle boxer.
Oh, yeah. Yes, exactly, right? He knows how to punch with no gloves. You know, It's different.
We got a Canadian guy that was a bare-knuckle boxer, too, like real legit bare-knuckle, and I can't remember his name, older fella. Talking like 10 years ago. Damn it.
Oh,
I'll think of his name and I'll bring it back up, but he's a real legit bare knuckle boxer. It's a different. I watched some of the good guys, and then I watched some of these. I don't want to say they're washed up because they're really not. They can still fight, but they're ex-UFC people, and they don't know what the fuck they're doing in there.
Yeah, you know, it's different because it's not MMA, it's not boxing. No. It's a fight. It's pretty much a street fight brawl.
Yeah.
Because, you know, if you go back and you look at when Paulie Malignaggi fought what's his name?
Artem Lobov.
Yeah. You know, Paulie's out there trying to be slick in box. This is not BKB. This is, we want to see fight.
Yeah.
You know, that's the thing is, and man, then the Triller came out with the triad, and now you're allowed to underhook, overhook, clinch. Bro, I will beat anybody at 175. Oh. Put me in small gloves, I will fight anybody.
This is something that you've wanted to do for a couple of years, though, because we've talked about this idea a couple of years ago.
I wanted to do this. I wanted to do small glove boxing.
Yeah, this was your idea. Somebody just with some cash put it on.
Yeah, boom, they made it happen. And, you know, and I love the way they made the ring a triangle because you can't run. You have to fight. If you move back, you only get cornered.
Yeah, you're hooped.
No, that's my type of fighting because I don't take a step back. I like to come forward and I like to fight. And you put small gloves on me again, shit, with the way my hands are ever since I left MMA. It's yeah, everybody knows. And if they don't know, sign me up and you'll know.
You can figure it out pretty quick. Yeah. The triangle ring was interesting to me. I don't know who came up with that concept, but it makes for a fun fight.
Action.
Yeah.
You know, there's no running. You can't run. You know, no matter which way you go, it just gets tighter.
Erin Tohill. Do you know who Erin Tohill is? She was
yeah.
She fought in a triangle bare knuckle fight on the Dada 900 or whatever the fuck his name is.
Yeah.
That thing. What's it, Dada 5000?
Yeah, 100. Yeah, the guy from Kimbo Slice era, that stuff.
Yeah, the guy that died in the ring technically when he fought. Oh, the fuck that happens, but she fought, and she fought a girl that she's an MMA fighter, but she's a brawler. But Tohill went in and she actually studied the sport and tried to bare knuckle box this girl in a brawl. It didn't work.
Yeah.
But she looked real good doing it. But she said the triangle ring's tough.
Oh, for sure, because you can't move.
Put
me in the telephone booth. Let's go.
I know you're down for it, but a lot of people aren't.
Yeah. A lot of people aren't.
You put that triangle.
That was like the weakest brawl ever. Mike Perry and frickin' Julian Lane. Like, what was that?
That's a WWE thing, I think.
For real, you know?
Like, I didn't understand it because when stuff like that happens live on camera, it's really not great for a sport that's just starting that people think is barbaric, and then you've got a guy doing commentary that gets into a fist fight with a dude in the crowd.
Yeah.
You got Chris Lights Out Lytle sitting there. He's like, what in the hell's going on? Like, he wasn't in on it.
Oh, yeah. No. You know, it's 2021. 2022 coming up. It's this generation, bro. It's all about views.
Well,
don't even got to be the best fighter anymore. You just got to have views.
Yeah, Jake Paul.
Hey, you know, like, I hated on the guy at the beginning, but at the end of the day, you got to give him some credit because he's doing what he's doing. And listen, he's young. He's spending the money to train.
Yep.
He can only get good.
You can't get any worse.
You can't get any worse. And you're young. You got money. You're paying real trainers. You're getting the training done. You can only get better. And he's used his platform this day and age. That's all you need to do.
It's a sad state of affairs, though, for combat sports. Like,
you know what? It sucks, but when you look at it, what can you do? It is what it is. You know, it's like, man, this guy has done nothing for the sport. He comes in with his following, and now he's blowing it up, right? I hated on it at the beginning, but then again, I'm like, you know what? I can't hate on this guy. You know, he's training. He's doing what he does, and most boxers don't fight anybody anyways till they get 15 fights.
That's true.
So there's no difference between him fighting Nate Robinson and Canelo fighting the fourth guy that he fought.
I guess.
When you look at it, like, really, because those guys have no experience. They're just, you know, your first whatever fights are nobody's.
Well, he's fighting Tyron Woodley again next week. I'm hoping Tyron can...
Jake Paul actually is going to do a little better this fight.
Think so?
Well, I don't know. The first fight, it was Tyron Woodley was happy that Jake Paul was scared, and Jake Paul was scared of Woodley, but just happy that he was there to get paid, right?
He should be scared of Tyron Woodley, though. That's a real thing.
Yeah, but the thing is you only got to be scared because Tyron Woodley's only going to throw one punch. He's very gun shy.
Yeah, if he hits you, you're in trouble.
Yeah, but he's got to throw the punch to hit you.
Tyron better come out and throw some shit this time, because I'll be quite upset if he doesn't. Because he literally could end his night.
Yeah, but it's boxing too, right?
I'm also not going to pay to watch it either.
I never pay to watch those.
Never paying to watch that nonsense, because
I've paid to watch a fight since 1998. No, I don't know how long it's been, but
there's ways to watch fights for free nowadays. We all know how to do it. It's it's not a secret. Triller, fuck you. Don't get upset. But it's a weird thing where I watch it and I see Jake Paul making $1 bazillion who's never trained more than 3 years, and I see a guy like you training his whole life. And what do you get? Maybe some good paydays, a couple?
Yeah. Yeah, you know, that's the thing that sucks about it, right? But it just shows the kids coming up, you know, what you got to do, how you got to promote yourself, you know? And at the end of the day, like I said, too, like with this whole Mike Perry, I'm not a guy who talks shit. You know, I call you out, let's fight, we'll get it in the ring, and I'll talk with my hands, you know? But now it's like, I got to talk shit.
Why not?
If you got to talk shit, that's the only way that things happen nowadays. Closed mouths don't get fed.
No. I'll be quite honest with you. I'm a Mike Perry fan. I don't like that post that he put online. I didn't like that. I screenshotted it and I saved it because he deleted it. I don't like that shit.
Yeah.
But I do enjoy him.
Yeah, he's a good fighter. He's an exciting fighter. He throws down, he gets down, and he goes for broke. Either he gets knocked out or the other guy gets knocked out. I like those type of fighters too, because I'm that type of fighter.
Yeah.
Right? I like to come to finish. I don't like point fighting.
You know who I don't like, though, is I don't like that Julian Lane. I don't like him.
He's been a clown ever since the UFC show.
Yeah, ever since the Ultimate Fighter, he's like a Junie Browning 2.0.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
I'd love to see you fight him. That'd be a fun fight because you'd smack the crap out of him.
Eat his ass. Bro, these guys would not hang in there with me. The way I see them, my pace is too much. 2-minute rounds? 2-minute rounds. These guys are gassing after 2-3 rounds.
What folks have to remember is we come from 5-minute rounds.
Yeah, 5-minute rounds, but also too, boxing 3-minute round is way more faster than a 5-minute MMA round.
Yeah, different cardio.
It's different because in boxing, there's no stopping. MMA, I can push you up against the cage, rest a bit. Trip you, put you on the ground, rest a bit.
Yeah.
Boxing, yes, boom, 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 you punch, you clench, the ref right away, break, back at it. And it's 3 minutes. It's go, 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 especially the way that I fight.
I'd like to see it. I want to see it happen.
I want to see this shit happen too, bro. I don't know what we got to do.
Because you know me, I don't stop with the shit online. If I put my teeth into something, we're going.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And I was starting to go too, and then this clown Julian Lane comes and does this bullshit.
When they throw you a curveball, you just got to add that dummy into the mix.
Oh, exactly. Now I add his stupid ass into the mix.
Yeah.
Both of you guys.
Now we've literally got Ryan Ford versus Julian Lane, Ryan Ford versus Mike Perry, Mike Perry versus Julian Lane, the winners fight. It'll be fun.
Yeah, I'm down for it. Shit, I'm down to fight both and do a tournament in the same damn night.
I like that idea too.
Shit, let's put a triad triller tournament, 175. We fight 2-3 times in the same damn night. It's 2-minute rounds.
Yeah, as long as nobody's getting 15 stitches, we're all good.
Yeah.
And realistically, if you get 15 stitches, you don't give a crap anyway.
No, I'm still going to put you to sleep.
I had some people knew you were coming on the show. We tried to put it together. We're three days removed from promoting it. I had some questions come in for you.
Yeah. Let's get it.
First one was, did you watch Ryan Rozicki versus Oscar Rivas, and what did you think?
Yeah, we watched it. I was in Montreal before we left to Poland. And, I watched it. Tough fight. Tough fight, man. Hey, even though I don't like Roznicki, got to give him credit. He hung in there. I thought it was going to be done within 6 rounds. But dude can take a punch. Probably took a few years off his life. But, he probably got paid good. And now a lot of people see him.
What an outing, though. What an outing for him. Like, if you're gonna make a statement in a loss, that's the one to do it on.
Oh, 100%. 100%. Yeah, it was a good fight. We were watching, me and my coach. We were watching it. It was a good fight.
I know you guys don't get along. I'm friends with both of you, so I'll stay out of the middle of that one. But, what a fight!
Oh yeah,
nasty fight. And Oscar Rivas, I've never seen a jab like that in my life.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was crazy. It was. I don't know. It was like, I think Oscar Rivas took the fight a little, took it lightly.
Yeah.
Overlooked Ryan, but it's it was a good fight.
Well, cruiserweight division's wide open for that kid now, so hopefully something happens for him.
Yeah.
People want to know. This is a question for both of us. What your favorite fight of your own, and they want to know what my favorite fight of yours is.
My favorite fight. I would say my fight against Luis Santos in Bellator.
That was a good fight.
Yeah. You know, a lot of people thought he knocked me down with the head kick. He did knock me down with the head kick, but I was off balance because he was southpaw. And then I came back in the second round and knocked his ass clean out.
Mine, as for a shit show, was the Markel Wedderburn one.
Yeah.
That one was fun.
That was rowdy. That was
a rowdy fight. I really enjoyed the Carl Parisian fight, too.
Oh, yeah. That was a good one. Yeah. In London there. That was a good fight.
Good fight. And then boxing would obviously be when you won the silver title.
Yeah. Serge. Yeah.
Great fight.
No, that was, shit. You know, I fought in Berlin in February. Fought in Berlin against Nick Hanig, February, 12 rounds. Lost a decision, which I whooped him.
Yeah.
Kind of fell into, you know, because I was always going away and taking these losses, even though I'm winning. But it was, you know, I was leaving my family all the time for 5, 6, 7 weeks at a time. And I don't know, you know, that Berlin fight kind of got to me. You know, I think I fell into a little bit of depression there for, you know, a good 3 weeks or so. You know, my wife, the kids, they were like, what's wrong with Dad? You know, like, just wasn't myself, just because, you know, I never felt that before, you know, going so hard, putting the hard work, dedication, sacrifice, leaving home, going to get robbed, you know. And after that fight, you know, 3 days after, they called me and said, hey, do you want to fight for the WBC silver title against Serge, the original opponent I was supposed to fight? I said, you damn right. It lit a fire in my you know, it lit a fire. And there, and I knew, I said, fuck. I said, I'm going all in with this. I don't give a shit. I'm letting my hands go. We're knocking this guy out. Fuck. 8th round came. Good night.
The silver fight was great because the fight was going great for you, but we all knew if it was going to a decision, you weren't winning.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's crazy. And the thing you said about that, it's crazy because we got the scorecards after. The 3rd round, he low-blowed me 2 times. The ref took a point away.
Oh, yeah.
We got the scorecards after. He still had a 10-9 round.
What?
He still had a 10-9 round when the ref took a point away. So 1,000%, if we would have went to the decision, I would have lost.
Not winning.
Like, it was crazy. I got the scorecards too. I got them. I'll send them to you and show
Really?
you them. It's bullshit.
I want to post that. Because
what is 10 minus 1?
9.
So how you got a 10-9 round if they took a point away from me? So they took the point away from me for getting hit in the nuts? You know?
Realistically, if you were losing the round, it would have been a 9-9 round.
Yeah.
If you were winning the round, it would have been a 10-8 round.
Exactly. Crazy.
So it is what it is. We all know boxing's a gangster business, and it's muddy, and we'll never ever fix it. It just is what it is.
It is what it is. You got to just go with it.
Next question was, what's your favorite knockout that you've been involved in?
I would say front kick to Joel Powell's face.
That was what came to mind when Joel Powell was the one. I was there live for that, and it was amazing because I turned around and I was talking to somebody, and I turned back around. I was like, "What the fuck happened?"
I know my one buddy was in the audience too, and he heard the smack, and he looked beside him. He thought somebody got smacked beside him, but it was me flipping his chin.
It was so loud.
Yeah, crazy.
That's the other one is going to obviously be the Serge knockout because that was a left hook from the basement.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And it was hard.
It was like it just like saw it, and it was like, oh yeah, there it is.
And I lied. Some of my other favorite fights that you've been involved in was Pete Spratt.
Yeah, that was a good one too. Yeah,
they were really good fights. And those were back in you were kind of green in those days, and Pete Spratt was a veteran at that time too.
Like I trained for 4 months and fought Pete Spratt on my 5th fight.
Yeah.
a guy who's just coming off of being asked for a title fight with George St. Pierre.
Yep.
You know? And then they're like, hey, Ryan, you want to fight Peace Brad? I'm like, let's go.
You know what other fight was great too was Tommy Spear.
Oh, TFC, yes, that was.
That was a good one.
Ultimate Fighter, and I choked his ass out.
Yeah, you beat his ass. It wasn't even close.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was a good one too.
That was a real good one. Next question was, who is the greatest combat sports athlete that Canada's ever produced?
The greatest combat sport? I'd say me. I don't see anybody who's done it like me. Boxing and MMA?
That's true. Yeah, when it comes to combat sports, it is you. MMA is George St. Pierre.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Yeah. When it's like, dual sports, there's nobody in Canada who's done it like me.
I don't think so. I don't think there's another crossover.
No. And who've been a champion in both sports.
No, it is you. It's 100% you.
Yep. And then boxing for Canada, I would.
Stephen Molitor's up there.
Yeah, he's up there.
Scotty Olsen's up there.
Do we count Lennox Lewis as Canadian?
I think we have to, but not really.
Yeah, you know.
I think he's more Europe, like English than anything. But we can take him.
We could take him. And then the Halifax, what was his name? Kirk Johnson. He was pretty good. Yeah. Kirk Johnson.
We got some greats that were in boxing. Chuvalo.
Yeah, George Chuvalo.
Your dad.
Yeah, my dad. Shit. Michael Lodgety. Was he Vancouver? Yeah.
We have to throw Jelena Brzenovich in there, obviously, WBC champion.
Yeah.
She's good.
Yeah.
There's some greats. Another question that came in was, whenever your career is going to be done, where do you want it to end up?
Like, what do you mean?
I think they want to know, where do you want to end it, because you've been involved in so many different forms of combat, whether it's going to be MMA, boxing, or some weird gi top thing you're doing over in Guadalajara. Like, where do you want to end it?
Well, my bucket list is to do bare knuckle.
Okay.
Right? I want to do it. I did so much of them for free before I even started. I might as well, get a payday in one of them. But I know for a fact, that'll probably be like a retirement thing, where I'm done, just because I know my hands are probably going to be sore after that.
Yeah.
So, that's on my bucket list, right? I've wanted to always do it, so it will get done. So I could see, me ending everything from, doing a bare knuckle fight. Shit, I might even get back in the cage too.
You were going to do that?
Making money. I'm about making money right now, right? So it's, I'm at that age now where it's all about money.
So when you're done, what is the plan then? Is it going to be opening in your own gym? Are you going to move different town, or are you just going to do it right there in Edmonton?
Yeah, well, right now pretty much my gym is Wolf House with me and my boy Parvez, right? So, we got that thing coming. We want to expand, the gym, open up a few more locations. And when I'm done, I want to be, I want to be that guy who helps athletes, not only fighters, strength and conditioning with different type of sports. I want to give back to the community, back to the kids, these kids that are growing up and wanting to be athletes, or kids who have never been an athlete that want to try it. I want to give them that drive and motivation that, whatever you put that hard work and dedication and sacrifice into, you can become it. Right. So, that's when I'm done. That's what I want to be. I want to be a coach. I want these guys, right now I'm a coach right now, helping with the amateur fighters and stuff at our gym. And, but I want to take it as a full responsibility when my training.
Whenever you wrap it up, we're going to get Coach Ford.
Yeah. 100%.
And then we're going to see some nasty kids come out of at Edmonton. I'm guessing you're not moving. You're staying right where you are.
Bro, my ass need to get out this winter. Okay? I've been here. I've been here for 39 damn years, you know? It's time for my ass to not see winter for 8 months. So, you know, I'm banking on my son here to, you know, get that contract within the next 5-6 years for soccer and move our ass to Portugal, Spain, wherever there's no snow. Gotta go to the mountains.
It's going to be hard in Canada. There's only one spot where you don't get snow here, so you're going to have to leave the country.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
There, with the price of housing that's over there in BC now, whew, you got to be a millionaire to live there.
So stupid. I remember when I used to live there years back when I met Nina, and the places were ridiculous.
Yeah.
You know, and then plus now all this bullshit with these politics, these guys raising the prices of everything. It's like, you know.
I remember when I lived there training at Zuma, my rent for a shoebox was $1,250 a month.
Oh, yeah. It's crazy.
It was ridiculous. And I couldn't imagine what it is now. It's probably $2,000, $3,000.
Yeah, for a 1-bedroom basement suite.
Out here in Saskatchewan, I got a house with a whole bunch of property for $50,000.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm going to keep my ass right here in the wind and the cold, where it's cheap to live, and I got animals running around that I can shoot and eat.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got to get you guys out here to Saskatchewan at some point. I'm going to either get an amateur card and get you guys out here, because I got to get you here for dinner.
Yeah, brother, for sure, man. Maybe we'll throw an amateur card out there.
That'd be awesome if you did, because I got some kids that'll come down and fight. I already messaged you about one of them that I want to bring to Edmonton.
Yep.
But yeah, we got a 21 cubic foot freezer just jam packed with friggin' deer.
Oh, damn.
I went out this year and I loaded the freezer. I got 5.
Oh. Wow.
So
yeah.
I know I've been talking to you for a little while. Sorry, you cut out. What was that?
I need some of that deer jerky.
Yeah, we got deer jerky, we got sausage, we got pepperoni sticks, we got roast steak, you name it, we got it.
Oh yeah.
I know. I've been yapping to you for a couple of years about the wild meat. I every time I say I'm coming down, I'm going to bring you something, you're gone.
Yeah, I know.
But I am going to make plans to come down there in January 22nd, your guys' next card, right?
Yeah, January 22nd. Real Deal Promotions is putting on the New Year banger. You know, we're going to do it at the St. Albert Inn. We're going to have kickboxing smoker during the day, and then the amateur boxing fights at nighttime.
So whenever you guys got events going on, let me know, because there's a ton of kids that are here in Saskatchewan, especially like in my area, that want to fight.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, no, that's perfect. Yeah, and like, you know, what we're trying to do is just give, you know, obviously the Edmonton scene here, and we want to go everywhere around Alberta, you know, and just give the amateurs a show where they know what to expect when they enter the pros, you know? Like, there's these gym shows and stuff, you know, club cards and stuff is cool and everything is good, but, you know, let's get these kids ready for where they want to be.
Yeah.
Right? Give them the entrance music, give them the fireworks, give them that whole thing where, you know, they feel that when they get to be a pro, it's nothing different. They've already been there. They've seen the crowd. They got walkout music, you know, and that's what we just try to do. We try to make it an event, right? It's you know, and give back to these kids. We want to be putting on fights all the time, so these guys are staying active. Like last 3 weekends, we've had I swear, probably the last two months, our gym, we probably had like over 50 fights.
Holy Moses, really?
Yeah. So it's yeah, and like our gym, man, we got a lot of talent in our gym, you know, a lot of guys too who are just up and comers, you know, very green, that are getting in there, but they're in the gym every day putting in the work, and man, they're going into fights and cleaning house.
Well, from now on, let me know when these things are going on, because one, I'll drag my ass down there and do press.
Yeah, for sure.
No problem doing that. 2, I haven't been to Edmonton in a hot minute for a boxing event, so whether it's pro or amateur, I want to show up.
Yeah. Well, January 22nd, brother.
I'm there.
We'll get your guy a fight too, and if you have any other kids too, let us know, and we'll make sure we get the matches.
I'll put the word out and see who wants to go, who wants to compete, and if you got a match for them, let's get it done. Let's get it done.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
I like the way that you guys are putting on these shows because we're gonna bitch about amateur boxing here now because I hate amateur boxing. I love the fact that the kids get to go and fight, but the people that are putting them on, it's a giant mess.
Yeah, it's crazy. I'm just starting to see it myself, just being involved in it, right? But yeah,
you got doctors showing up late. When these people they do the dinner shows, people are eating while the fights are going on. I hate that.
Yeah.
Like you're there to watch the damn fight, not eat chicken wings.
Yeah.
So
eat before.
Yeah.
You know.
Open the doors an hour and a half before the event's going on. Sit the people down, give them their dinner, and then let's get ready for the show.
100%.
Doctors, show up on time. Don't change the weigh-in time to 2 hours later.
Yeah.
It's just, it's dumb things that make the event really hard, especially on the coaches. The kids, they don't care. Like,
oh no, care at all.
They're just showing up to fight, but it's the people that got to put in the time to travel, get them ready. All like, whether you got to water load the kid to make a certain weight class or take some weight off it, or if your son's fighting a kid that's 15 pounds heavier, shit, we need some time to get ready here.
You know,
but it is what it is. But I like the way that you guys are doing the shows. I've seen some clips from the last show you guys did. It's fun for the kids. They show up, they have a good time, and that's what amateur boxing should be. It should be fun.
Oh, exactly, right? They got to go out there, have fun, you know, and learn. Get the experience. Like I told them, it's amateur boxing, you know, unless when all these club cards and stuff, it's to learn. If you lose, they're going to come. It's amateur boxing. You're gaining experience. You're learning from these things. You're growing. You're adapting. You're seeing what works, what doesn't work. You know, when you go to tournaments, those are the ones you win.
Yeah.
You know, the ones that count, you know, when you want to win the big trophy and whatnot. But other than that, get in there, fight as much as you can.
Yep, 100%. I remember back in the day, they used to do amateur boxing. You could fight 4 times in a night.
Well, yeah, like if you did tournaments, you know, like you go to tournaments, you could fight 3-4 times, you know, and bang. Like, man, when I was in Poland the weekend before me, they had a fight card at the gym I trained at, 240 athletes, 2 rings. They were just cycling them in and in. There's no walkout. There's no nothing. Fight one. Boom, go. They get out. The next ones go in.
It's like a wrestling tournament.
240 athletes, bro, in one day.
That's insane.
Crazy.
That's like a wrestling tournament in the States.
And that's like, man, that's what we're missing here in Canada. You know, it's like you wonder why you go to Europe and you see these kids 17 years old, they got 250 amateur fights, is because you know why? Because their coaches aren't there sitting back looking and picking who they're fighting.
Yeah.
It's amateur boxing. If you got 10 fights and the kid got 10 fights, fight.
Yeah, fight.
Look at, oh, he beat this guy. He beat this guy. Oh, he lost to this guy. Oh, no, we're not going to take the fight. What are you doing to your kid?
Exactly. It's politics. Like parent politicking in amateur boxing is nuts.
Yeah, man. Like, you know, like, oh, why do you take the fight with RJ? I'm like, well, because we don't have no fights. No kid his age and his weight want to fight him. I'm like, you know, so we have to do this, and then we learn. We grow from it, you know?
My nephew, he was in amateur boxing a couple of years ago. Unfortunately, he quit because of the politics in the sport. It was insane. His first fight, he went out, he won. Provincials came along, and him and that kid were supposed to have a rematch. We already booked it. His dad made him cut weight, so he went down to a lower weight class. I was like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
Why? He's fucking 11.
Cutting weight for amateur boxing. No.
Why? You're going to drop 4 pounds off the kid so he can go fight it makes no sense.
Yeah, and then when you go to a tournament, you drop 4 pounds off the kid the first day, you got to drop the 4 pounds off him again the next day.
Yeah, it makes no sense to me.
None.
So what? He lost. It doesn't matter.
Exactly.
What you just taught your kid was it's not okay to lose, and it's okay to make excuses.
Yeah, 100%. That's the thing. You know, and that's what a lot of these parents out there doing with their kids is giving them participation awards. It's like, no.
Don't get me started on that.
Yeah.
State of affairs in combat sports in Canada is bleak right now, in my opinion. I actually think it's on its way out. It's tough. We got no shows. We got the big promotions are leaving.
Yeah.
So what do you do?
Yeah. No, it's crazy, man. The world right now is crazy.
This COVID pandemic, which I think is complete horse crap.
Pandemic.
Yeah. It's 100% planned to take over whatever's going. Like, they want to take over the country, one world government, whatever it is. I don't care. Stop, man, because you're killing so many great things that happen in this country. I don't know what to do about it other than talk about it. What do you do?
Exactly.
You can post on Instagram, you can post all these things, but the people that matter, are they going to see it? If they do, you're going to get blocked or you're going to get silenced. So,
enter.
What do you do? How much time you got left, Ryan, before you got to leave?
Bro, I'm about time.
You're up at the mark, eh?
Yeah, you got to rip to Southside and get him over to the Soccer Dome. Champ right here.
There he is.
Real deal, Junior's the future.
RJ, how are you enjoying amateur boxing so far? You like it?
Yeah.
Yeah? You had a good time last night?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if you win or lose, man. It only matters if you're having fun.
Yeah. Get in there with the kid. Hey, it is what it is, man. He held his own.
I'm proud of you. You probably don't remember me because the last time I seen you would have been at KO Boxing, but I was around when you were just a baby.
Victoria, or no, you weren't even in Victoria. That was Bella.
That was Bella, yeah. I think I met him at WSOF.
World Series, yeah, that's right.
World Series of Fighting. So it makes me feel old when I see your kids though, because I see my kids every day, and I have a daughter that's the same age as you. But when I see how big you are now and the kind of stuff you're doing in sport, it makes me feel old. But keep up the hard work, man. Don't quit. And losing sucks, but it doesn't matter. Keep grinding. Just look at your dad. Greatest combat sports athlete Canada's ever seen. You'll do the same thing, man. All right, I'll get you out of here, Ryan. I'm going to let you sign us out because you do a better job than I do. So get us out of here.
Yeah, all right, guys. Thanks for watching the Final Shot podcast. My boy Tanner Wilshaw, and you know me, the real deal. January 22nd, Real Deal Promotions in Edmonton, St. Albert Inn. We have a kickboxing smoker, and we have amateur boxing at nighttime. So if you guys want, send me a message or send Wolfhouse a message if you got a gym and you got kids who want to fight, and we can be sure to match them up.
Make sure you guys are paying attention to what Ryan Ford's son RJ's doing. He's the future of whatever the heck he wants to do. So whether it's soccer or boxing or MMA, pay attention. Watch out for RJ. Guys, we're out. Peace.